welcome to the Light Spark Anywhere podcast. So today I am driving and the light just, like I said, the light sparks anywhere. And I decided I just got this idea to shed some light on the topic of wigs. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, talk about this for a while. And so I have maybe 30 minutes to go where I'm going. So why not do this podcast? So I want to talk about the topic of wigs, and not today, but at some point I came to the realization that people that wear wigs, I'm talking as in wig caps, wigs that are long, short, whatever, made with beads, made with whatever. I've seen mad talent of people that make like super natural wigs of anything, not only hair, but sometimes they mix hair in it, sometimes they put beads in it. And I think it's so amazing because to make the people that don't have hair feel like they have some hair, feel like they're not left out, you know what I mean? So I've come to the realization that wigs are some wig caps that people wear and they lose their edges because, in my opinion, this is my opinion, they're not supposed to, because those wigs are meant for people that have cancer, they don't have any hair, people that had a fire burn, they can't grow any more hair, people that have alopecia, maybe they can't grow any hair, and all kinds of hair problems that people lost their hair. Wig caps, or maybe even the lace frontal, the ones that people use the glue on. I think those are also meant for people that don't have any hair, because that explains why when you have hair, you put it under your hair and you glue your edges, whatever, with a lace frontal. You do it too many times and you lose your edges, right? You lose your edges. And then you start to have hair problems, which you shouldn't, because here's the right way. Remember, this is my opinion. So I'm shedding light. This is my thoughts, things that come in my head, and I thought I'd talk about it. Because what I think is, if you have hair, like hair on your head, like I have hair on my head, you have hair, healthy, good hair, you don't have any hair problems, you just want to spice up things, as everybody like to braid their hair once in a while and do stuff to their hair. I feel like you can use wigs, but not as the person that doesn't have no hair, not like buying a wig cap and wearing it, because I have a couple and I did a few times, wore it a few times, and then I realized that don't feel right, so I did stop wearing it. And I have one in the past when I was a teenager or whatever, because I was still figuring out myself and all that. So what I realized is, if you can put on a wig extension, let me not call it extension, because if you have hair on your head, what we call that you put in your hair as artificial hair is extension. You can put extensions in, you can get a sew-in. That's the healthiest way to get wig on your head if you have hair. You braid it, they put the sew-in in, so it's not glued to your edges. You're not wearing it on your hair like a wig cap, and it's like pressing on your hair and your frontal, your edges, because with wig cap with no glue, I feel like it is still kind of affecting your edges. It can still maybe give you hair loss, but if you want a wig on your hair, you have to buy the bundles, not the wig cap. You buy the bundles, you go, they braid it in, they do a sew in, and they make the design of the wig on your hair, they sew it in, it looks like a wig cap. That is just healthy, the healthiest you can get as somebody that wants to experience wig, but you don't have any hair loss, to be wearing those caps. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I feel like when this light on this topic came to me, I thought I'd share it with you. So thanks for listening. I hope that this made your day. And if you like what I'm sharing, please don't forget to subscribe, like my video, comment, and share it if you like to do that. Again, thank you for coming to my channel. Until next time, let's keep going. Okay, whatever. What else I want to talk about? Hair. So many things you can do if you have your own hair. You could do sewing, hair extension, sew it in, as make your own wig cap by sewing the hair in your hair, not wearing pre-made wig caps, wigs, or lace frontals. Don't wear that. Do a sewing, or braid your hair with hair extensions. You could do single braids. In my opinion, single braids are very time consuming. Somebody like me that doesn't have a lot of time, I have to work a lot to survive, so I don't really have a lot of time, so I don't really do. And money, I don't have a lot of time and a lot of money, so I don't braid my hair. I do what is within my budget. I don't braid my hair. But I feel like if you want to braid your hair to save time, okay, it's my little light that came in my hair. If you have time and your hair is short, like mine, and maybe you just did a complete chop off and starting over another hair journey. You did a chop off your hair, whatever. Your hair is shorter than mine, or shorter. You cannot really do cornrow, right? So you can't do that. You should do but you can do other things, right? You could do single braid. I believe single braids, especially not all single braids, but tiny, small single braids were meant for people with very short hair. They were made for people with very short hair, so you could start on and you're like, oh, my hair is short, I don't know what to do. And then the stylist will say, oh, you know what? The style that's made for your hair short as yours is single braids. Let's start with single braids. You're gonna do single braids and you keep it in for as long as they want you to keep it in, and maybe you do that a couple of times. Your first appointment is single braid. Maybe next time you go do a different color single braid until maybe your hair has grown out to a certain length, and then as your hair is growing, they can also do a bigger size single braid, right? People say they like to do smaller size because it lasts longer. Well, that's true, but if my hair is so long, I will not go in there and do single braid because it might take the same time to braid it, but as your hair grows longer, it's gonna take a lot more time to undo it. So if your hair is growing more, you should be making the single braid bigger in size as your hair grows longer. That's why I see people with very long hair that do single braids. They don't do single tiny braid. They do single, how do they call it? They do box braids on medium length hair, or they do jumbo braids, big braids on very long hair because they can grab it easily. Your hair is no longer short that they need to be braiding tiny little single braids. Your hair is no longer that short. So as your hair grows, if you're someone that just likes to do only single braids, that kind of style, you can do small braids when it's shorter, little bigger braids when it's a little growing, box braid medium size when it's like medium length, and then jumbo big size when your hair is really, really long, because then when you take it off, they can cut the ends where your hair ends. But if your hair is too long, guess what? You have jumbo braids to cut off the ends from where your hair ends, and then they untie the rest of the hair. It will take a shorter time and you can enjoy braiding your hair more. But if you have very long hair and you're there braiding this tiny little single braids, it will take maybe the same time as anybody with any length of hair to braid it, but it will take you longer to undo it. So you can keep increasing the size as your hair grows, and when it's all long as you want it, you keep doing jumbo braids. The thing is, jumbo braids don't last as long. But if you're someone that likes smaller size braids of anything because you think it lasts longer, then I would say do tiny single braids, and anytime you go to your appointment, you might do whatever color you want. And then once it grows to a size that you can do cornrows, you can keep the same size and do cornrow. They have different cornrow styles you can do on very long hair. it will take shorter amount of time as a single braid, but when you take it down, it might also take the same amount of time that a single braid will do, because cornrows take very less time, and you could do smaller ones that will last longer. But let's say you do cornrows all the way to the top of your hair, you did a bun on the back, you did a bun on the back, or whatever. You can do smaller ones, but it won't take so much time. And when you're taking it down, you're not gonna take one each like you do single braid, because single braids is like, I don't know how many braids you're gonna have in here, like 100. But if you did cornrows all the way to somewhere in the back and you did a ponytail down there, you only have a few single braids hanging. When you start to take that down, you can count the amount of single braids you have to untie and take it down. It will take so much time, and you might enjoy the whole braiding process and whatnot if you can afford it. I don't do it because I can't afford it. I would love to do it. One, I can't afford it, and maybe I don't have the time to do it. But I'm still kind of finding out what works for me too. So I'm maybe not in that stage yet. I have done single braids in the past, but I am trying to figure out some things for myself, for my own hair journey, for my own enlightenment on what I like, what makes me feel good, what I enjoy doing in my hair, versus not doing. So some people would just flat iron their hair. Think about Obama's daughters. They don't really do braids. She doesn't really do braids in their hair. Things because she's stupid. No, she's not really stupid. I know they've called her all kinds of names, like she's Michael, she's a man, she's whatever. Well, that's everybody's opinion. But the good thing is that Michelle Obama, she doesn't let it get to her. Even if it seems that way, that she seems like she's the man of the relationship, kind of. But she's a great woman, doesn't let things bother her, And if you look at her daughter, she does the flat iron. I don't know if it's flat iron or whatever. She straightens her daughter's hair. Maybe they go to the salon, but they don't waste tens of hours there, They straighten her daughter's hair. They have very long hair. It looks pretty. It looks neat. It looks really nice. That's what she chooses to do for her daughter. That's what her daughters choose to do, and it works for them. So that's something else that you can also do that. And just let your hair grow that way. You never really braid it. That's another option. But some people just like to braid their hair every month, every time, whenever. You got guys that do, people that do. They don't add extensions. They just do the twist and natural and the locks. Maybe you like to do locks. That's up to you. I don't know if I want to do locks. Some do lock extensions. All the other kinds of styles. Yeah, but my whole topic today is just about what will save you time, what makes sense to me, what doesn't. Things that you can do not to prevent your hair loss, to prevent yourself from wearing wigs and losing your edges. You can do it sewing and all that. So yeah, that's all I have to say today. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.